Welcome guys to another OG and Apex match review. Once again, I'm Jamerson, and today we are doing AF Blue versus X6 Gaming in Group B. Both of these teams 1-1 so far. AF Blue, I believe, last time they were able to defeat Runaway, last season's second place winners, and X6 Gaming in Group B were able to defeat Kangdu Unsia in 3-1 fashion, which a lot of people weren't expecting, but I saw a lot of good things out of them. I think this is going to be a very good match. Now let's get this underway. The first map is going to be Oasis.
I'm certainly hanging out for it.
Ooh, let's skip up.
We also saw the
All right.
on Hollywood as well, using that sort of Western defense strat.
So immediately we're already seeing differences in compositions between the two teams. On the side of AF Blue, they're going that triple DPS dive composition with the Winston. On the side of X6 Gaming, though, they're opting for a pharmacy here. Chehyobin on Diva. We've got the Winston along with the Tracer. Now, the important thing about X6 Gaming is that Chehyobin was actually, I would say, a very big contributor to their victory in their past match up against Kangdu Unsia. He did a really good job of shutting down DPSs and just making sure he was also peeling for his supports. And so we'll see if he can recreate that. Now he's going to have a very difficult time. Donghyun has been really good along with Arhan. Recry, he's a 76. What can you say? Let's just get this underway. Now the most important thing about the difference in compositions here is that Recry can deal with Godsby. It's just going to be a little bit difficult. And I foresee that AF Blue are just going to go ahead and try to win the ground battle first, right? Try to focus down Gilly along with No Smite first. Yeah, Arhan just getting free damage off. Mono dropped low. Chehyobin dropped low. There we go. They're going to go ahead and fall. The problem with like trying to run like this double tank composition on the side of X6 is that they don't have an Ana. They have a pharmacy, and Mercy is very difficult, especially here on Garden, to try to dip down and heal up your tanks.
Dismantling that pharmacy comp from the ground up into the sky, and Freakin' Freaks already posturing forward. Should this first cap coming through. It's going to be a bit of a delay there from Kyobin, and the likes of No Smite sitting on the point pulse bomb from Donghyun. Not going to find anything.
Yeah.
They just dash around, but
And so if we go back, that's exactly what we're going to see.
Putting things up here. X6 going to be running that pharmacy comp. Godsby takes to the sky. Yeah, Kyobin as well.
So if we look here already, taking a look at the HP bars of Chehyobin and No Smite, they're already super low. While on the other side, Mono, right? He's got the Lucid Zenyatta along with IDK on Lucio to keep him topped off. Now, Baby's gonna have a difficult time. He's trying his best right there to try and keep the tanks healed up, but anytime Mercy gets, that much closer to the ground, the more vulnerable she is, and it makes her job that much more difficult. It's very difficult to play Mercy into like pro compositions, and so already we see like the tank line go down, and from there, they're already winning the ground battle.
That's a good snipe on the Recry there from Godsby.
Yeah, they get rid of him, but then Godsby goes down immediately afterward, and Bebe gets taken out, so just dismantle him.
Pretty skirmishy, pretty messy at the beginning. Pulling it all back together, getting those jitters out of the way.
Yeah, but very much going in the favor of a Freakin' Freaks Blue. I mean, Arhan getting that first pick off on the No Smite helps him build up that Dragon Blade. It's already going to be at about 80% onto that one. And taking out Bebe means that Resurrect is not going to be nearby, nor is the Barrage for Godsby, who's currently sitting at about 60%. Typically, we'd see this closer to 80, 85 from these Pharaohs, but getting picked off that early just really throws...
Again, No Smite just getting focused down so heavily. Donghyun just gonna get back out. Now, we do have Mono using his Primal Rage. I'm not entirely too sure why. He dropped a little bit low, but they don't really get to get much off of it. Recry does finish off. Oh, boy. So when you see a tempo res come out onto the Winston, I mean, you kind of have to, right? He's just pretty pivotal to the composition that X6 are running. Like, No Smite and Time Boy are supposed to work together just to, like, whittle down people, and Godsby is just supposed to land the big damage. But, there we go. I don't agree with the sound barrier coming out from Godsby.
Yeah, they're trying to sit in here, but everybody's just going to get picked off one after the other.
Yeah, let's go back. So let's talk about why this was a bad sound barrier. So they had just used Resurrection, right?
Sound.
But the Dragon Blade comes out, Transcendence comes out in response. Right, let's go. Dragon Blade, sound barriers coming out, and Lucid decides, you know, I just want to make sure there's nothing here for them to kill me with. And so he's going to go ahead and pop his Transcendence, and it's fine because he has a sound barrier behind it. He's going to have that secondary ulti. And the Dragon Blade should be able to just cut through. His Dragon Blade should just be able to cut through that sound barrier, no problem.
Sound.
Yeah, and we've got the Dragon Blade coming out as well. Arhan looking to try
Oh,
and get some pickoffs here.
Recry.
He's getting torn apart.
He did use
They
his
really
tactical
can't make
visor, but he got 2
much
kills
of
off of it. Actually, just a kill into mech. It's fine. Genji cleans everything up. Now, X6 are like in a pretty bad spot. They don't have either of their defense ultimates. So they don't have a sound barrier. They don't have another erection. It's going to be very difficult for them to try and build it up. Like, their ultis, they don't have, like, synergy, and it's not like a finishing blow kind of thing, right? With the self-destruct on the side of the D.Va, it's kind of more of a Hail Mary most of the time. And the same thing with Godsby's Barrage. Okay. Sound barrier came out a little early, I would say. Unless someone got stuck. Pulse Bomb came out.
That was an eco push they were going for last time around. It certainly was successful. As
Pulse Bomb came out.
Primal Rage as well.
Sound barrier was a little bit late on it. I think they were just a little bit worried that it stuck onto someone.
None of these buttons have been pressed apart from Time Boy's Pulse Bomb. There goes the self-destruct, just trying to buy
Yeah.
some space here for X6.
It's not a reliable way to try and win a fight. There we go. Barrage finally gets a kill, but he goes down. But Arhan's keeping this alive. And now they're just in trouble. They used 4 ultimates, and they haven't, like, just outright won this team fight. Donghyun was just sticking around to just get them up to 97, 98%. But that was 4 ultimates used. They're gonna have Resurrect, but the Resurrect's not gonna build the, buy them enough time.
Yeah, and without these ultimates anymore as well, you can see those numbers relatively low. They will have the res, as well as the Pulse Bomb coming in from Time Boy, but
It's not gonna be enough time.
going to be enough as they're setting up.
It's just one team fight that AF Blue needs here.
Really wants to get rid of this Mercy.
The problem here is that X6
Transcendence came out from Lucid, but they're not fighting properly, AF Blue, around this. But there we go. They got the Dragon Blade. Oh, boy.
So good at building up this ultimate, but can't quite find the kills.
Uh,
Dash, but really good play from Gilly.
I bet this is where Twitch chat's like time to watch my boy Arhan slash some air.
Go ahead and leave the point for an extended period of time. Finally drops the sound barrier. Does help keep them alive as they pick up 3 kills. So
thankfully,
Okay. So thankfully for AF Blue, they had actually capped the point because all of X6 had jumped up to fight on the high ground. And so despite getting that win here, AF Blue still have plenty of time to work with because I think X6 are only at like about 30-40%. I think Lucid's timing on his Transcendence was pretty bad. It didn't look like there was anything that needed to be transcended. Now, Recry needs to focus down the D.Va along with everyone else. Okay. Oh, Recry. That shouldn't have happened. Gilly's about to go down. It's not going to be enough. I don't know how Recry messed that up. So if we go back, Tactical Visor comes out. There's no defense ultimates. D.Va just got forced off the high ground by Winston. If you see right here, Winston jumped up to force the D.Va down. And so this defense matrix shouldn't be there. But somehow she just got out of range, it looks like. Okay. Recry overreaching. Once again, it's fine though. Res, Barrage, Pulse Bomb, and Self-Destruct to use on the side of X6 Gaming. So AF Blue, once again, by winning the initial first team fights, and just like building off of that, they've got the bit of buffer there to work with. But this is going to be the last team fight now. Like, they don't even have to worry about getting rid of Chehobin. I would say the biggest threat is getting rid of Bebe first if they're going to go with this Blade. So they need to refocus their attention. Mono almost goes down. He needs to jump up right now. Oh, geez, Arhan. Arhan. Son of a gun. Okay, so at least they took out Time Boy. Bebe finally gets taken out by Donghyun. And it looked like Godspeed just went too high. I don't know what happened. We saw just... Let me see if we can actually see this.
With the primal rage, but no smites.
See if we can go back and see what happened while Arhan was... Okay, Transcendence comes out, Blade comes out, and wow. Can we see what happens? Chehobin gets taken out. Recry survives. Okay. If Blue like misplayed this on a few counts, Lucid's Transcendences haven't been the greatest. And Arhan hasn't been that impactful on Genji whenever he had his Blade. So weird. Alright, University is going to be the next point. Recry, AF Blue, it looks like. That's odd. So, they're going with that triple DPS dive once again, right? And they're adding on, instead of a 76, Recry is going to be on Sombra, which we've seen Sombra use to great effect. The odd thing is that they're going with a double support lineup for it. A lot of times we see teams opt for just the solo support and go more damage oriented by picking up either another tank or another DPS. Now this is interesting. They're prioritizing their survivability above all else. Now on the side of X6 Gaming, they haven't really changed much up, except Godsby is now going on to Genji and Bebe is going to be on Ana. So she's gonna have some nice nano boost targets. Of course, Godsby on Genji and No Smite on Winston. In this particular composition, I would say the Diva is the odd man out facing off against this, but once again, it is blind pick, so it's difficult to try and call that out. Ultimately, though, I would like to see Arhan go 76 instead of the Genji. Just because, or well, I don't know, if like Arhan plays Sombra and then Recry goes 76. Either way, if they can fit a 76 into this composition, it would be really well. It'd work out really well because, well, Recry would just have one target to be able to like hack, right? Continually hack the Diva, get rid of the defense matrix, let 76 get free damage off. In kind though, she's gonna work really well to deal with someone like Godsby. If he gets his Dragon Blade off, like you hear the animation come out, go ahead and drop the EMP or the hack onto him, and so that he can't have that high impact ultimate where he's just getting resets and being able to reposition himself and get multiple kills. So the Sombra is going to be a real thorn in the side of X6. And they've got to try to focus him down, but generally with the way Sombras play, you see them being very slippery. Okay, she's going to get both the mini and the mega health pack control. That's why we're seeing Time Boy actually go down, try and contest it real quickly. Oh, you're leaving the Ana alone. She should be dead. I don't know. I'm not impressed by Arhan's like... Okay. Like Arhan's... That was a weird fight. Arhan's shuriken accuracy hasn't been as impressive to me. Okay, really weird coming out from X6. Yeah, it's just an easy deflect and then dash into the kill. Lucid was able to find a kill of his own, and then from there everything just like falls apart for them. There really isn't much else to say about this team fight. Like, that Genji duel just kind of spelled a fate for them.
Running the Sombras that we saw popularized by Twilight during the promotion tournament into Season 3 here.
It was popularized by, like, a lot of the Chinese teams.
As well as, man, he's just so good at finding those cheeky little shots to build up this ult charge for his Dragon Blade. That'll be up relatively soon.
Okay, so Godsby's already made his swap off. Oh boy, and he's already low. Deflected headshot, it looks like. Alright, so already we're seeing Godsby swap off. Chehyo been swapped off. He's not feeling good on that D.Va. I think Roadhog is the better choice. Because even if he does get hacked, at least he has better damage than D.Va. Godsby going to the McCree, definitely just to deal with Arhan, Recry, and Donghyun and all the backliners there. All he needs is a good flashbang and a headshot, and they're basically dead. But it's easier said than done, right?
Force the swap out of Godspeed. He feels like he needs to go over to this McCree, so if Arhan dashes in, he can just try to bait out the deflection, get the flashbang down, headshot.
But once again, because they reset, they're setting... Oh boy. Misses flashbang. And then this is just what the dive composition does. They just snowball off these team fights. And because of the swap offs that came off from X6, right? 2 of their characters swapping. 3 of their characters swapping. What? So Chehyobin is now on D.Va. Timeboy is now on Roadhog. He's not feeling good on the Tracer, apparently. They're adding a secondary tool. They're adding the secondary tool to deal with the divers, right? Godsby and Timeboy both have the ability to burst down any of the divers, and then of course Chehyobin, he's gonna play that support D.Va. Defense Matrix comes on out, make sure no damage is getting through. But once again, they're setting themselves behind. The map's already at 42% in favor of AF Blue. They've built up 3, almost 5 ultimates, while on the side of X6 Gaming, they haven't been able to do jack because of their swap offs. Like Godsby, even though he's been on McCree for about 30 seconds, he's only got 26% ultimate charge. Now, that's just bad. And now they just reset 2 of their characters again, going back to something that they were already sitting on, Chehyobin on D.Va once again. So, effectively, they've wasted the last 50 seconds.
Transcendence is up for Lucid. Yeah. So it's gonna be really tough times. And X6,
I still don't think this is a good composition that X6 is running. They just need to try to like run that dive composition themselves and just hope to win.
But he needs to have that performance, so we haven't seen from him yet. Here comes Recry right around.
Good one. It landed onto about 4 members. The hack did. And so that's going to stop out the sound barrier. It's a pretty crucial one because it's going to stop out the sound barrier along with the nano boost. And that was like the best way for them to fight back in. Nano boost the Winston, and then hopefully he can, you know, focus them all down. Transcendence was a... That was such a weird call coming out from them. Alright, so when the EMP comes out, right? X6 get the initial pick because Timeboy just lands a sweet shot, a sweet spot headshot onto the Genji. There it is. But from there, they trade 2 for 1. And with Bebe gone, with the nano boost gone, they have no fighting power behind this. Chehyobin's about to get demeched. Chehyobin gets demeched, so now it's a 4v5, and Gilly decides he's gonna go for a sound barrier? How are you expecting to win this 4v5? You don't have any damage behind you. This is just such a bad call coming out from X6. Like, seeing the Transcendence come out should have been enough. Transcendence came out first. You basically take that team fight as a win. Even though you lost it, you got the EMP out and you got the Transcendence out. Like, there's nothing else you can do from here. But now you just absolutely lost this team fight because you used the sound barrier. They all get cleaned up. It was for nothing. It absolutely fizzled. Like, I don't even think AF Blue really needed the Transcendence. I mean, Recry was low, Mono was kind of low. But yeah, definitely not needed.
Yeah, they invest and then the EMP. The EMP will be built up very swiftly from the
I
likes of
al-
Freak
yeah,
Cry. We know,
It barely even matters.
we
I
know
mean,
how
EMP is
quickly
up
you can
so
get that back.
quickly, exactly.
So he'll have that again, and then they use the Transcendence for Lucid, but there's going to be the sound barrier available from IDK, who actually drops it right now.
Yeah,
Arhan with Blade.
there as well. In tandem, just
Oh,
to make sure that
jeez.
they can stay alive for this one, but they don't really need to
This
worry about
Blade
it too much
positioning has
because
been
they're
pretty
gonna
bad.
fall down. And Sherman
But
is going
despite that,
very, very quickly, and now
they just had the ultimate advantage. They had the sound barrier, they had the Dragon Blade.
into the overtime.
Like, what can you do?
Not gonna last very long.
You had nothing on your side except for nano boosting like Winston. And that's what happened because they just swapped off so much early on. And so that's going to be AF Blue walking away with the first map here up against X6 Gaming.